been a little different, obviously. It's been about a year now of not racing, but been pretty active, actually. You know, it's not so much of practicing and regimen and racing and training, but still working out. I still enjoy that, but then obviously going to some of the races during the week, helping the team. If it's a little testing, we did that. I mean, I always knew that what we did with racing, it was, you know, you had to sacrifice a lot, and everybody else did as well in your group, you know, your family, my wife, and so it was a big sacrifice we all had to make. But of course, you know, you can always see the grass is greener on the other side, or think it is, but I also knew that when it was done, it was going to be different. Of course, I don't know what that's going to be like, because I can't, you know, I got to kind of go through it, which I am now. But you know, after my first year, I wanted to be done. You know, I say that, you know, respectfully, but it was very hard. But at the same time, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's wrong. So we had a great career, but when that was done, I knew that it was the right decision, not because I wanted to see the other side, but because that I did everything I could and I put it all out there. So, and when I was done, I could be happy with that. I feel that I heard from a lot of people, if you were in it this year, you could have won another championship. But, you know, it kind of discredits the riders, and it's just really not fair to say stuff like that, because for me, it wouldn't have probably been the same. You know, I was exhausted. I did all that I could, and I kind of lost the motivation, so that was a factor that I would have wrestled with the whole time. And, you know, with all that going on, it wouldn't have been the same. So I was also happy with what we accomplished, and of course it was amazing moments of your life, and you want to kind of keep replaying those memories, but you also got to realize it's time to move on, and you can make new memories up ahead in other areas. So, you know, keeping the perspective was really important. But I would just have to say I really enjoyed moments of being able to, yeah, whether it's going fishing or being able to do other hobbies or activities that, especially in Minnesota, it's a beautiful time of year, and in the summertime, the springtime, and just being able to take advantage of those things. I mean, I don't just play and do nothing. Of course I work, so there's just more of it was more just all work and no play. Now it's like a little bit of more of a balance. But a part of me, I'm driven to work and to do stuff and accomplish things still. For me, work is, it's not really a job. It's pretty, you know, like here we're working, but it's, my thing is, how am I going to contribute? You know, what am I going to do moving forward? Like, I always want a purpose and a goal, and for me, as a racer, it was, of course, how can you win races and championships and be a good ambassador for the sport? But now it's, yeah, how can I be a good ambassador for the sport, and how can I now take my experience and pass that on to other kids, team, the people, whether it's testing, riding, whether it's helping KTM sell bikes, whatever that is. So work, you know, I do enjoy it, so it's not essentially work, but I know that I need to have that thing that gets me out of bed in the morning, and that is stuff like this, that is contribute, that is helping other people. You know, selfishness doesn't really work in anything, and it didn't even work in racing either. You know, I think people say you got to be selfish. I think a lot of the attention is on you as a racer, but I found that the success and the achievements came more as a rider. You start investing into your team and encouraging and building other people up. That's where everything turned in 2015 when it wasn't just what are they going to do to get me to the top. It's like I almost had to have the attitude, what am I going to do to help my team get to the top, you know? So it's like you're kind of going with the flow, not pulling everybody down. So yeah, it was. I don't have any bikes at home. No, every time that I've rode, it's pretty much been in California. We're just getting into the spring, summertime, so I'm going to get a couple bikes shipped there, do some riding, hopefully. So my thinking is a 450. You know, obviously the 450, and then I want to get probably the 150 two-stroke. The 125, you know, just have that 25 extra cc's, you know, it's that little bit extra. So I'll probably, and today obviously being here in Rome or in Italy, I'll ride those two bikes. So maybe that'll confirm my bike choices. You know, that was one thing I always wanted to do, was race, come over here and race a series. You know, they were doing so well here. KTM was dominating, so I think as a manufacturer, they were like, well, we want you in America because Supercross is what we need there. Yeah, I think I gave it all there, and so I thought about it, and it would have been just the circuit, the tour, I would have liked to get revenge at Lommel because that was not such a great deal in 2012. But and then just the fact to, you know, with Lindsay we could tour Europe. So I think there was two parts that could have been really fun, but yeah. You'd have your work cut out for you though here. The guys, they're just, the Europe has stepped up to another level. That's about 5 years ago they took it to another level, and they continue to get better. You can see it, you know, the aggression, everything. So the talent, the field is really deep in talent. It'd be tough.